So now let's take a quick look at the recruiting timeline and process. Just some, facts here about the process. And the NCAA Division I coaches are starting to scout, even earlier than 8th grade. I'd say, 7th and 8th grade, all the way through your sophomore year. They're showing active interest 9th through 11th grade. They're encouraging more visits, unofficial visits, obviously, your sophomore and junior years, and then hoping to make decisions on their prospects 10th and 11th grade. So the real recruiting timeline, and we'll talk, I have some advice through this whole process, but, I've talked to families who have given up on hope of playing Division I. They say that every roster is full by now and they missed the boat. While many D1 programs are finishing up their recruiting, especially this summer for 2017 grads, I wouldn't give up just yet. While you may hear of the class of the 2017 roster being full at such and such a university, you have to keep in mind that all of the girls who have verbally committed, they have not yet signed that national letter of intent. So while it is, a verbal contract, there may be a girl or two who changes her mind before she has a chance to sign on the dotted line. And then the other secret is that many D1 coaches may leave a spot or two open. They understand that a lot of girls may not peak until a bit further down the road. And so if they find a girl who can add value to the recruiting class, D1 coaches want to have that in their arsenal. And then here's where unofficial visits are super important. My advice is to visit as many schools as possible. This will help you to decide if you like big schools or small schools. Do you want to stay close to your family or feel supported enough to move across the country? Can you handle the weather? Does the college have the major you're interested in? Does it accept someone with your GPA or SAT scores? These are all things to consider as you create your target list and go on visits. My other word of advice is that if you're going to visit a school whose lacrosse program you're interested in, let the coach know with enough advance notice that you'll be visiting. So, hopefully with enough notice, they'll be able to meet with you face-to-face and show you the facilities and give you a campus tour. Another word of advice is always be honest. If a D1 coach asks if you're being actively recruited, don't fib. The coaching world is a very tight-knit community, and they will find out if you're not being truthful. It will definitely hinder your chances of being recruited.